We play and call it work.
Welcome to round 2 of our Firestorm campaign. As it stands, Luca, leader of the Death, has taken over the Valley of the Fallen Gods, whereas I, Matthew, Destruction Incarnate, have taken over Caverns of Fulminax, both of us creating a garrison there to further our cause. Then, the matchups this week are going to be Steve versus me, Matthew, playing Destruction versus Chaos, Beasts of Chaos versus Ironjawz to be exact. And then in the MiniWarGaming Vault with the link below, fighting over the Infinity Gears will be Luca versus Kenny, Death versus Order. So Steve and I will be fighting in the Titanworks, as you're going to find out in a moment. Also, normally it's after every game, but we're having it happen at the end of each round just because of the structure of this. The Realm Gate moves to a random location, unless somebody controls the Infinity Gears, which somebody will after Kenny and Luca play. And we rolled randomly, and it moved from the Infinity Gears to the Spore Hollows. So without further ado, let us go to our game of Ironjawz versus Beasts of Chaos in the Titanworks. The Titanworks, an ancient arcane factory that once produced mechanical golems as tall as mountains. The Titanworks lie half-buried beneath the sands of the Flamescar Plateau. Those who control this ancient technology could create automatons capable of withstanding the searing heat of the Fulminax's rage. Welcome to our third game of our Firestorm campaign. I'm Matthew, and this is Steve from MiniWarGaming.com. We're going to be playing Ironjawz versus Beasts of Chaos. I actually wanted to play Destruction, but apparently you can't play Destruction and then bring the Ironjawz guys as battle line and play the Destruction Allegiance ability. The reason I wanted to do that is because of the extra one that I get in the Firestorm book, which is really cool. But this time I just wanted to play all Ironjawz. I didn't want to have to bring Grots. And so I'm stuck playing Ironjawz, which is a great allegiance ability. Yeah. And you're playing your Beasts of Chaos as Beasts of Chaos. I am. And we are playing in the Titanworks, or the Titanworks, or Titanworks, however you want to say it.
It's Titanworks.
Yeah. So make sure, of course, that you check out the other battle report after this one of Luca versus Kenny, which will be in the link below. And if you want to challenge us to a battle report, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge. We're always looking for more people for Age of Sigmar and 40K and 30K. Let's take a look. Behold the glorious Ironjawz, being led by Stoneclaw, who brought his Maw Crusher along this time, and a huge horde of Ardboys and Brutes. We actually have a Weird Fist here, which is a War Scroll battalion. It is 1 Weird Boy Shaman and 3 to 5 of Ardboys, Brutes, and Gore Gruntas. And I've got 1 unit of 10 Brutes, a unit of 30 Ardboys, and 3 Gore Gruntas. I wanted to put them in 3 units of 10, but I needed the extra 30 points that you save by maxing out their squad at 30, because I'm actually at 1890. So we re-rolled, or we drew our cards, and I get to have a 1900 point army, and Steve gets 2000. So we both got really high, because we both added cards to our deck that gives a lot more. And but Steve has a slight advantage here in points. Then we'll see. I also drew that I get a build point and 4 strategy points, which I did not use to buy into the stratagems. I'm just going to use them to re-roll. Strategy points, remember, in Firestorm, are not like command points. They're more like command points in 40K, but forget that. They let you re-roll a hit roll, wound roll, saving throw, or both dice of casting or unbinding. That is it. Not run, not charge, not damage, not ignoring wounds, not whose turn it is, not blah 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 blah. Very simple. And so yeah, hit, wound, save. It doesn't say you can only use 1 per phase. It's you only have a few. I've got 4, Steve has 2. I've got an extra build point, Steve doesn't. Do you have an extra build point at the end of the game? Did you get that? No, you don't have an extra build point, but you drew much higher for your points. And so, yeah, that's my army. Now, on top of the Weird Fist, I have an extra Weird Knob Shaman and the War Chanter, and then my Mega Boss on Maw Crusher. I gave him the Prophet of the Wa ability, so when he does his command ability, which allows him to see if there's going to get extra attacks, I can re-roll the die to see if I get them. And I gave him the artifact, the Armor of Gork, I think it is, which is if he rolls a 6+ saving throw in melee, that he causes a mortal wound on the target that inflicted or attempted to inflict the damage. So that is my Ironjawz, just shy of 1,900 points, and it starts as a command point because of the Weird Fist. I should probably tell you what the Weird Fist does. Weird Fist allows a shaman to channel more of the energy of nearby Ardboys, Brutes, and Gore-Gruntas from the Weird Fist. For every 10 of them within 10 inches, I roll a die, and it's a 50% chance that it extends the range of the spell, and a 50% chance that it adds more mortal wounds to whatever the spell does.
Yeah, I have 2,000 points of Beast of Chaos right on the nose. My general will be my Minotaur. He's got the Blackened Chaos Armor, so he ignores mortal wounds on a 4+. We're also going to be playing All Herd, so he must take the Warlord trait that if he has been 3 inches of the enemy in the charge phase, the rest of my army within 18 inches of him can reroll their charges.
Ooh. So he's like, yeah, get up here, guys.
Yes, sir. And we have, for Battle Line, we have 2 units of Minotaurs with great weapons.
Is that 2 units of 3?
2 units of 3. They're color marked different. You can see one row, second row. And we have a Jabber Scythe. In behind the rock.
Well, what's your other battle line?
My other battle line right behind the rock.
Okay.
Is my Ungors. Just they're ready to sacrifice the all stone.
Are they all lined up?
Yeah,
they're like just line up.
First, then you.
So awful.
We got a Beast Lord to slay them and protect the Herdstone. Moving on down the line, we have a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, which is another one of my characters, bringing 3 Dragon Ogres, 2 Cygors, a unit of 10 Bestigors, 1 Chaos Gargant, and Karnaki himself, my Shaman. Included in this list is also the Brass Despoilers battalion. So that's everybody in this list is Brass Despoilers except for the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, the Shaman, the Giant, the Ungors, and the Jabber Scythe. Everything else is part of the battalion, which is reroll 1s if they're within 9 inches, another unit from the battalion. Once per game, to reroll all to wound. The extra relic was... Who took the extra relic?
I could take an extra relic. Forgot about that.
I actually had this plan. Who has the extra relic? I forget.
Yeah, you can find it out later. So, that's your army.
Oh, okay. It's the one I have to take from All Herd. My Beast Lord will have it. If I attack a unit with 10 or more models, it's +1 to rend. 20 or more models +2 to rend. Yes, it caps out of that.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a crap weapon.
In case you're wondering about the weird deployment, we're playing open war, and we drew this deployment where one player gets the middle and the other player gets both sides. And then the objectives was that there's one objective placed in the middle, and then each player places one in their deployment zone, more than 6 inches away from the table edge. You placed yours right here. Whoever controls the most objectives at the end of the game wins. If at any point at the end of your turn you control all 3 objectives, you also win. The twist is Dead of Night, which limits the range of all spells and attacks to 12 inches. Which sucks, because I got a couple spellcasters who, one of them could actually harness the power of these guys to extend the range. But starting the second turn, battle round, we roll a die on a 4+, the range gets extended by 6 inches, so the sun would be coming up kind of thing. The Titanworks itself, the terrain, the place, because it's one of the special places, it doesn't actually have any in-game effect, but the winner of the game gets an extra glory point. And, the Titanworks does have an effect. I'm thinking of Luca and Kenny's game. Nope, I was right. This is a special one. If you control the Titanworks, and there's 2 other regions, the Caverns of Fulminax, which I do control, and then the peninsula on the right-hand side of the map, then you actually can reforge the Scepter of Flames, which gets you an extra relic in your army. But more importantly, in the normal Firestorm, wins you the campaign if you control the Scepter of Flame and all 3 of the special territories, the Caverns of Fulminax, the Prismaticon, and the one that they're fighting over right now. The Infinity Gears. If you control all the 3 of those and have that, you would normally win. We're not going to play that because we want to play out our full number of games instead. But it would allow you to get the Scepter of Flame, which does get you a free relic in your army. Speaking of Caverns of Fulminax, because I control it, I can pick a unit in my army at the start of the battle and add 1 to all wound rolls for that unit during the battle. I'm going to choose my unit of Brutes. It's a +1 to all their wound rolls, which is fantastic. I get to choose who goes first because I finished deploying first. And I will choose, drum roll please, me, obviously.
Not me.
I am me too.
Oh.
Ironjawz. Stoneclaw.
Oh, my spells. Tendrils of Atrophy on the goat. And,
Steve, nobody cares.
That's fair.
You're just saying words that 99% of the people watching right now are like, I have no idea what that does.
Well,
what we'll do instead is that when you cast a spell, you can explain what it does.
No, but I say it beforehand because this way, like, the first time I go to cast a spell, I'm not picking what's the best spell for that moment.
Of course.
You know beforehand.
And I know. You've already told me. On camera, I will tell you guys that he already told me. And I've already forgotten. So he could still do that. One of the Ironjawz Allegiance abilities is that I roll a die for each of the heroes on a 6+. They can choose a unit wholly within 12 inches. If they're more than 12 inches from enemies, they can move. Otherwise, they charge or pile in if they're already in close combat. The general, however, who is, of course, Stoneclaw, gets +2 to this roll. So he does it on a 4+. There we go. He's going to choose himself. And he's just feeling good, even though doing things like this are always a bad idea. He's going to move 12 inches. The War Chanter, need a 6, nope. Shaman out front, no. Shaman behind, no. Okay, would have been nice to move my brutes forward, and then I could move forward again, but oh well.
I'm gonna do a mighty wah! Ah!
So the Weird Noab Shaman, I told you a little wrong. The Weird Fist says for each unit from the Weird Fist, I roll a die. So I should have broken them up into units of 10 and just dropped the War Chanter or something. But I'm going to roll 3 dice. If I roll 1, 2, or 3, his spells do an extra mortal wound. And a 4 or higher, it extends the range, but we don't care about that because maximum range is 12 inches right now because it's nighttime. So I'm just looking for 1, 2s, and 3s. So all the spells do 1 extra mortal wound. Then we're going to try to cast Foot of Gork on your ugly guys. Dragon Ogres. Normally needs a 10, but he gets +2 for having at least 20 models within 10 inches. But because I'm getting the pluses, if I roll doubles, then the nearest unit other than himself, they change that, which makes sense, takes D3 mortal wounds. And it still goes off if I roll high enough. So I need to roll an 8 or higher. I rolled doubles, did not roll an 8 or higher. The nearest unit takes 2 mortal wounds. That would be their equidistant, so I'll do the big, humongous unit of guys and put it on one with a shield. I think they can ignore it. It just says allocating a wound and ignore it, so I believe we have to specify mortal wounds. So, right?
No, I think you do it.
But there's somewhere in an FAQ that mentions something like that. Maybe I'll roll the die. I won't roll a 6. See, it doesn't matter. He's gone. I'm pretty sure, we're not going to look it up right now because who cares? It's 6+, and I rolled a 5. I'm pretty sure it's only wounds, not mortal wounds. And 40K, I believe, that if it says wound or mortal wound or whatever, it's just always everything. But in Age of Sigmar, I believe there was an FAQ. But you know what? Post in the comments if you agree or disagree. Give me a page reference because I don't feel like looking it up right now because we're playing. I guess I could try to ignore the other one. Still didn't roll a 6. See, doesn't matter. War Chanter is going to choose the unit of brutes. They're within 10 inches to give them the +1.
Go brutes! Go brutes! Hoo ha ha! Hoo ha ha!
That's his chant. And then the Mega Boss realizes, hey, wait, my mighty wall only works when I get close to my other guys. So he's going to move over to here, like this. Steve reminded me that I have Mystic Shield. I just never cast it. So he'll try to cast it. He gets a +2 as well. He makes it. And you can try to stop it, and you did not. So, yes. I'll put it on the brutes as well. Make the brutes superpowered. This shaman's going to run 5 inches. Score Grunters are going to run 11 inches total. What we're going to do is we're going to bring them over here to kind of hold the objective. So you can't just summon guys in the back. I know you can't first turn. But also try to get within 15 inches of him so his mighty wall goes off better. The brutes will move forward 4. Really would have wished that they had moved forward 4 already. Brutes. Dumb brutes. But if they can make this charge, and I do have a command point to re-roll it, Shaman's just going to duck behind him.
Cowardly Shaman.
No, he's getting out of the way of his boys. These are his boys. This is his Weird Fist.
Bite him.
And then the rest of these guys are going to move forward their 4 inches.
We're with you, boss! Here!
They've got a drum in there, so they do get +2 to their charge. Ooh. And then Ironjawz just has their allegiance ability get +1 to their charge. So these Ard boys actually get a +3 to their charge, whereas the brutes just get a +1.
Wowzer.
An Innard Bursting Bellow. It's on a 2. Yeah, he roared ya. 3s to wound. Yeah, he roared you. What's their save normally?
4 up.
So 5 up, because it's -1. Oh, D6 damage. How many wounds do they have each?
5.
5 wounds. So if I roll 5 plus, I kill one. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it was a little roar. So I'm like, roar, and you're like, oh, my innards. Brutes will charge first. I need an 8-inch charge. Did I say what I said? Yeah, I'm 7 3/4 inch away, so 7 is not enough.
But you need to roll 7 plus 1.
I need to roll 7 because I get
Yeah.
+1 as Ironjawz. Oh, 12 inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
We're in. They all right now have +1 to their hit rolls from the War Chanter, +1 to their wound rolls because their weapons are all made of molten metal from the caverns of Fulminax, and they're probably going to get +1 attack because he'll probably get his Mighty Wog ability off, given the number of orc units that are nearby, and they'll have re-rolling saving throws of 1 because of Mystic Shield, which means they are going to do nothing. And then my Mega Boss will charge +1, 11 inches. Yep, we're good.
Dang.
Crumpety.
Crumpety.
He's got his destructive bulk. After he charges, I'm going to roll 8 dice. Each 4+ does a mortal wound on that unit that's within an inch. Woo! 7 mortal wounds! Ow! Well, that finishes him off, and then 3 more on the next guy, down to...
I think I'm going to kill this guy. We're there.
You're good. And if he didn't have any enemies within 3 inches, I could charge and do it again. But yeah, that's not the case. That's all my charges because I've blocked the way for these guys. So now in the combat phase, we're going to see if my Mighty Wog goes off. So I counted the number of units within 15 inches of him. I counted, and there are 6 units of my Ironjawz within 15 inches of himself, including himself. I now have to roll a die equal to or less than the number of units. Now, obviously that'll pass, but there's an extra bonus. If I have at least 6 units and I roll a 6, sorry, if I pass that roll, every unit within 15 inches gets +1 attack. Obviously, you don't care about the guys out of combat, and it's just during my combat phase. And yeah, so they'll get +1 attack on all their attacks. If I roll a 6 and there's at least 6 units, they get +2 instead. Oh! Oh!
No.
+2 attacks
no.
each! I don't know what to do first. No, brutes, obviously, brutes.
Oh.
Now, last game that I played these guys, you guys nicely in the comments informed me that I forgot and actually didn't even know. They have a rule called duff up the big things. If something has a wounds characteristic of 4 or more, they get to re-roll their hit roll. So that'll be like your big guys, basically, not these little lackeys. So let's do these guys first.
No.
Why not?
You can't move him.
Why not?
He's closer.
Yeah, and I'll end up closer to him. Like that.
He went up farther than him.
Doesn't matter. You choose the closest
farther
mob.
than him.
But he wasn't the closest.
Yes, he was. It's okay.
Steve,
Sure.
stop your shenanigans. He's equidistant to both these guys.
Sure.
All right?
Sure.
All right?
Sure.
I'm coming in, all right? I'm coming in. Nothing you can do about it. Let's get these big guys. You know what? I'm going to have this guy pile in over here. Still be the same distance. That way I can get both these within 2 inches because they have a 2-inch reach. And then he'll just kind of... No, you know what? Yeah, you can't go that way because he won't be closer. So I'll just go this way. And
Just forgot of all the rules.
you know what? I'll just keep him there. That way he's with...
Stop.
Fist of Dominion! Okay, so, yay. We're gonna have,
Yeah, they're ready.
yeah there, eh? So the problem here that we're having, eh, is that if I slaughter them, then he doesn't have anything to do.
Oh no, everything will be dead.
Well, it just means that I'll put more guys in here. So 4 of them will go into them, and then these 2 plus the 2 longer range weapons will go into the dragon ogres. I know, boo, they're dead. I don't have anything to kill. So we're gonna do the 3 regular guys first. They normally have 4 attacks each, but +2, so there's 6 attacks. They're normally 3s to hit and 3s to wound, but +1 from the War Chanter going,
Brutes, brutes, you can do it. Hoo-ha.
they hit on 2s, and because of their caverns of Fulminax, they'll also wound on 2s. -1 rend, 1 damage each. But they don't get to reroll 1s. That's only with a Mega Boss on foot nearby. If there was a Mega Boss on foot nearby, they would have rerolled those. Apparently he's less encouraging when he's on the back of a dragon. 2s to wound. Okay, that many. -1 rend, 1 damage, 5 up saves then. How many wounds do they each have?
Just 1.
Oh, so they're all
that's
dead. Yay! So I actually killed a unit, which means he can fight next. because I'm Ironjawz.
Finish your attacks, though.
I have to finish my attack, so there might not be anything for him to attack, because my guys will be in the way of him piling in.
Fight next?
No, they will fight.
No, they not fight next because they killed something. Can they do it?
Who?
Oh, it's...
If a unit destroys a unit, then I choose another unit that hasn't fought yet.
Gotcha.
And doesn't have to be the nearest anymore, and they can fight. So it just means that he'll get to fight before you get to hit him back. So yay. So then we'll have these two guys try to duff up those big things. 12 attacks, 2's re-rolling, because they're duffing up the big things. Oh, no.
2 wound to roll?
Re-rolling wound rolls? And then 2's to wound. Ooh, that wasn't great. What's their save normally?
4 up.
So 5 up. Oh, hey, pretty good. 4 wounds.
4.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys are gonna die. Did you not put on the end guy? That doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, it won't matter.
It doesn't matter. No.
I got 3 left.
He's going to die from these 2. No, it's fine, because I'll kill him.
Oh, we have more weapons.
I have these 2 in the back, so it's fine. So these are normally hitting on 4s, the Gore Choppas, but they're gonna hit on 3s because of the War Chanter, and they reroll all failed hit rolls because they want to duff you up. And they normally wound on 3s, but they wound on 2s. And these are -1 Ren D3 damage. He's probably dead. 5 up saves. He did pretty well, but that's minimum 6. Yeah. He's gone. Now, if there wasn't this big old rock between you and him, he would actually be able to go next. And since he charged, he could pile in 3 inches.
Crush face.
And then hit something else. But you're lucky.
You're lucky my brutes are in my way, and that stone is protecting you. I got me eyes on you.
So I want to specify, though, I'm not going to choose him. So, because if you pile in such a way that he can then fight, then I will do so. Your turn.
We're gonna go...
Oh, come on, pile in that way. Pile in that way, Steve. Oh, fine. Chicken. What has he got?
8 attacks.
Hitting on
4s.
Not bad.
Okay.
3's to wound. And what is his rend and damage?
1/1.
And, oh, that's it?
He's not a fighter.
Oh, is he throw stuff?
Yeah.
So I get a 5 up save, re-rolling 1s because of Mystic Shield. Okay, so 2 wounds, just 1 damage each?
1 damage.
So you in the back, take 2 wounds. So they have 3 wounds each. That is my turn. Yeah, that's all I got. No battle shock, because either units were completely destroyed or... I lost 1 model from this unit, but they're not gonna, they got so many guys that they're not gonna run. We're fine.
First thing I do is I get a primordial call point.
So a summoning point, we'll just call them from now on, because saying primordial call point,
and then I'm
with your ability to enunciate basically sounds like primordial call point.
More primordial call point.
D3.
Ah, yeah.
So Matt.
I'm gonna leave the bodies on the pyre.
Oh yeah, just to show how brutal this is, how gory this game can be. I know I just came in and slaughtered a bunch of guys, but that's just like normal slaughter with bad guys killing you. Yeah, you're just like, come here, Bobby Goat, and Robbie Goat, and Lily Goat. Oh, so bad. Do you get any extra somehow?
I'm gonna spend the 2 command points I have
to get 2 extra.
To get 2 extra command.
So you have 6 in total, which allows you to summon what? Because you got 1 plus roll 3. 2 command points.
I can get them at best of worst back.
They were totally worth that. Kill 3 guys to bring back a unit that. Sure.
But next turn, if I'm still alive, something better.
You will be still alive because I can at most only kill this right here, right? Okay. So you got 6, but no command points.
Over here, we're gonna do tendrils of atrophy onto them.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of atrophy. What'd you need for it?
I needed a 6, or I needed a 7.
Well, either way, I'm going to try to unbind it, and I get +2 to my unbinding rolls. So I just need to roll a 6 or higher, because I need to roll 8 or higher. So that's a double. So the nearest unit takes D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. I'm not going to put on a shield.
Is it even...
Yeah, even casting on unbinding. So I did unbind it, but I caused a mortal wound to this Ardboys unit. You in the back there. Yeah, okay.
And we're going to put blades of something, better rend.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
What'd you need to cast
7.
it? Okay. I might be able to use my shaman to do that one too. I have 10 or a bit more than 10 guys within 10 inches of him. So I get +1 to my unbinding. So I rolled a 6, so I did not stop it. So all his weapons have +1 rend?
Yes.
Awesome. Movement!
Okay, so we're just going to shift...
Just give some space.
Yeah, he's got to get himself around.
How far does he move?
8.
Okay, so he's good. So get ready for the multi-charge.
Yes. My movement.
What are you looking at for a charge there?
A 10.
10. Do they get a bonus to their charge?
No. Oh, yes, actually. I'm sorry. Yeah, +1. It used to be a plus a bunch, but now it's just +1. So I need a 9.
And the Minotaur is in the back. Just
They're going to run. No reason not to go far.
And?
The boss man. Oh. Okay. I don't say that around.
And your Jabberslythe?
See, this is the guy. I don't know. I think
he's really good when he dies.
No, he is. He's not what you.
Oh, you know that.
It's not D3 mortal wounds anymore. It's 1.
Still, he's got like 10 wounds.
So he's gonna charge in on make you fight him.
Yeah, exactly. You charge in and you hope to die.
Yeah.
And if you don't die, well then, you know, that's good too.
I'll get those guys in.
Good luck. Ignore vertical.
And right
You still got to stay 3 inches away from me.
And there.
Was this wobbly model syndrome? How far does he move?
12.
We'll put him on the ground. We'll remember where he is.
Oh, wait a second.
Just put him on the ground, Steve. He's fine. He's right there.
Sigmar's going to shoot into them. We're hitting on a 4.
But it hurts really bad, eh?
It does. It's minus. So wounds on a 2. It's -2.
And D6 damage?
And you're -3 because no, you unbound. So just -2.
So I got a 6-up save, re-rolling once. Nope.
D6.
D6 damage. 4. And that kills 2 of them. Finishes off the 1. And let's kill this guy. He's not the boss. This is the boss.
And do it again with this one in the same squad.
Oh, I missed. Well, 50-50, right?
Jabberslythe will shoot over here. 1 attack on a 3. And a 3. No. Charges! Vertigo!
Need a 3.
Giant.
Does he get anything on the charge?
No, but he will. No. Well,
Big guys?
okay, let's do Shoggoth.
Does he get anything on the charge?
Nope.
What about the big guy? Does he get anything on the charge?
This is a bad idea. We're going to send him in anyway. No, nobody's getting any bonus on the charge.
And Jabberslythe, anything but a double 1? Yeah, I see a 6 and a 4. He was.
Doesn't make that charge from way up here.
Do you want to? Is that where you want him? Because we're going to put him real place now. There, okay.
No, I want to. Yeah, it's fine. I don't care if you.
Yeah, I'm going to get him anyway, as I could pile in, right? I need a 10-inch charge here, but they get a +1, so you got to roll a 9 or higher. That is a 5. You do have a hero. Oh, you don't have any command points. You spent all your command points. Now, I asked Steve why he didn't just save them until he wanted to use them, and it's a command ability to spend them. So he was having each hero spend 1, and so if he loses heroes and he has too many command points, he can't convert them into the summoning points. Beginning of the combat phase.
We're gonna whip the giant to a frenzy.
So he whips him. He's like, go, go, go!
Get angry.
Takes a mortal wound, bring him down to 11, but he gets +1 attacks to all his melee weapons. And the giant's gonna go first.
Absolutely. My Ed Bud has 2 attacks now.
Hitting on
4s. And he's not part of the battalion, so he can't roll that one. And he wounds on a 3. Dang, it's -3.
Oh, that would have
6
been
damage.
good. Oh! Oh!
Let's do that vicious kick.
He kicks me.
Oh, it's mighty kick. 3s.
Hold on. Does he have 2 base attacks or 1
No,
base?
he has 1.
Okay.
And now that has 3d6 club attacks.
So +1. Oh, goodness. 15. 3s and 3s. And 3s.
Ooh,
These are all
good.
-1, 1 damage. So I get a 5-up save, re-rolling 1s. Oh, there's 3 of them re-rolling 1s. Can I get a couple more? No. So 4 wounds in total. I'm going to kill 1. And I'll put a wound on this guy out front right here. So I'm just going to move him a bit to stick that wound token in there and put him back. I'm going to take a bit of a risk. My Stone Claw on his Maw Crusher is going to attack the Jabberslythe. Now, the Jabberslythe is not too hard to kill. 10 wounds, 5-up save. But he has really, really caustic blood. Every time you wound him, on a 4+, the attacker takes a mortal wound. So I could theoretically, if I kill him, take up to 10 mortal wounds. Or 0.
Or 0.
Most likely somewhere between 4 to 6
10.
or 3 to 7 is likely to happen with just the odds of the dice and everything. But if I do kill it, it'll allow the brutes to fight next because of my allegiance ability. So allow me to fight with everything, do maximum damage. And no matter who attacks him, taking 10 mortal wounds would suck. I don't want to lose my brutes any more than I want to lose my Maw Crusher. So he'll put everything into him. Start with his Gore Haka, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. I'm not going to reroll anything yet. So this is -1, 2 damage, so 6-up save. Oh! Or you could just not die. Scrap Tooth his other fist. 3s to hit, 3s to wound. Oh, golly. All right, maybe the Maw Crusher can do it. I'm going to do my Mighty Fist for my Maw Crusher, hitting on 2s. I'm going to use this one of my strategy points to re-roll that. Remember, this is Firestorm specific. This is not me using a command point, so don't tell me that I can't use command points to do this. And then it wounds on 3s. Oh, that is 12 damage. Yeah, no, it's -2.
Oh, okay.
So you're just dead.
And that came from him?
It came from him, so you get 10.
12. One for every wound allocated to me.
No, it's for a winner for every wound he takes.
One for every wound allocated to me.
No.
Yeah, it is. Go check it.
But once you take 10 wounds, allocate
No, you allocate them.
So hold on. So we've resolved this.
I was wrong.
It says every time a wound is allocated to him. In the rule book, you do make your attacks one at a time. It says that you can speed up the game by rolling them if they all have the same attack and wound thing, but it's just to speed up the game. So only 10 get through. 3 mortal wounds! I'll take it!
Oh, no.
Oh, that does not take me down a level. I have to take 4 wounds, so that sucks. And because I killed a unit, I can immediately choose another unit that has not yet fought who's in combat to fight with. So I will choose the Brutes, who will then obviously immediately pile in. Where do I want those guys to go? He's got to head that way, but we'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to focus as much as I can on your Dragon Ogre Shaggoth.
Yep.
So these 5 onto him, and then these 2 into the Sigmar. Is that what he's called?
Yes.
All right, look at me. I know the names. Start with the 2 boring ones into the Sigmar. Remember, they no longer have their +1 to hit from the War Chanter, nor do they have the Mighty Wah. At least the War Chanter, I'm pretty sure, only works in the same round. Yep, they only get it in the following combat phase. So we've got the 8 attacks from them hitting on 3s. No rerolls there. Wounding on 2s because of the Caverns of Fulminax. That didn't really help. And -1 rend 1 damage. So that's 4, because they had a 5-up save normally. So he took 4 wounds. So he's down to 8 because he starts with a 5-up save and the -1 made it a 6. And then we'll put the 2 normal guys into the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. 3s and 3s. No, sorry, 3s and 2s, but oh, that's a lot of 1s. Wish there was a Mega Boss on foot nearby. 2s to wound. Oh, I should be re-rolling hits. So those other 4 misses, let's re-roll those because they have wound characteristics of 4 or more. Should have done it with the other one though, but it's too far past. So those are 2 hits, 2s to wound. 1 more, just 1 more out of that. -1, so he has a 4-up normally, so 5-up. So he takes 2 wounds. Then we're gonna do my Boss Claw. It only hits on a 4, but if I hit you, I actually grab onto you and I hit you automatically with my other weapon. Hitting on a 4. And re-rolling because I am duffing you up. Sounds dirty. So that's a hit, so 2s to wound. That's a wound. -1, so 5-up. And that's 2 damage, so you're down to 6.
Wait.
It's 2 auto hits with his Brute Smash of wounding on 2s. And these ones are -2 rend, D3 damage apiece. So 6 up, D3. What do you think of using strategy points?
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them, you need 6s.
Nope.
So both your strategy points are now gone. And I do 3 damage, bringing him down to 3 wounds. And then I still have the 2 core hackers. Core Chop is hitting on 4s, re-rolling because I'm duffing you up. Oh, that's better. 2s to wound. Golly. Okay, so that's 3. I think these are just -1s, but they're D3 damage, so 5 up. Oh, that's 3. He had 3 left.
That's
Wow!
my buffed up mage character.
I technically killed something, so if I had another unit in combat, I'd totally be able to fight with it now, which would be super duper awesome. But that's all I got.
Alright, I'm gonna roll these both together because there's not to.
I can't see. He'd have to like kill so much.
Yeah,
no, there's no way that he wouldn't be able to pile into the other ones. Sure.
One of them has 1 less attack.
Because he's hurt?
We're hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
Oh. Because they're part of the
Brass spoilers.
the big herd.
And 3s.
Oh, minus what? How much?
1.
Okay, 5 up, rerolling 1s. Okay, 2 wounds. That does actually finish off this guy. And we'll put, what was it, 3 wounds in total?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 wounds in total. I rolled 3 dice, I made 1 save.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so we'll put the next one on him. That's it, right?
That's it.
So Battle Shock, I did lose 4 of them, and their bravery is only 6. So I do have a command point handy, which I could Inspiring Presence them, because otherwise, you know, I'm rolling a d6 plus 4. I have to roll a 1 or a 2. I could use the command point to re-roll it as well, but I think I'd rather be safe and Inspiring Presence them. Let me double check to make sure he doesn't do that automatically or something. I will spend the command point to inspire and presence them, because losing 4 with only a bravery of 6, I could easily lose more of them. I could actually, if I rolled a 6, I could lose 4 more of them, and that would be devastating. When you consider that this is what's doing all the damage. He's done some, but these guys have been doing it all. On to round 2 on a 4+. First, we're going to see if the sun rises. The sun's rising. Who do you think it's rising for?
Not me.
It's the dawn of a new day. Da, 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 da. As you see Gandalf over the ridge, bringing reinforcements for whom? Well, only you can get reinforcements. So maybe that's like the sun rises up behind the other beasts of chaos.
You're at the foot of steel, I'm serious.
So basically now we have 18-inch max range on spells and attacks. Now we roll off I win ties for who gets to go. Oh no.
Good.
Oh no.
Good.
Actually, you probably need this.
I do.
I should probably just be like, no, I'm not going to roll. Just give you that so the game can actually be interesting. But I'm going to roll anyways. Okay, you get to choose. Who's going first?
I'll go.
Okay. So hero phase, you're automatically getting another
Primordial call point. Get right.
So you're up to 7 summoning points.
We're gonna try to sacrifice some more here.
How many mana? Oh, we got 3 more mana. Now, if you're wondering why they didn't do a battle shock test, because this thing, and the first battle round has a 6-inch bubble of your auto pass. Now it has a 12-inch bubble. And if I come within 12 inches of it, I get -1 of my saving throws too. That's just really nice. So you just got 4 summoning points. That brings you up to
11.
To 10.
Wait.
You had
10,
6 last
10.
time.
I'm gonna.
You have 1 command point,
Nothing. I'm good.
because 10 is probably more than you need, right? What's the max for summoning for you?
The most expensive thing costs 10.
Right.
10 or 12.
So there's no point in getting higher than 10 because you...
No, I get these. I'll use them next turn.
Do you get to save them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you don't spend them all?
No.
You just spend what
It's
you
not like
use.
corn.
Not like
It's
the
for
corn where
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
they're gone.
We're gonna go with the Tendrils of Atrophy.
I don't even know what these do. Oh, you got a 10. Well, I have to roll a 9 because I got my shaman right there, and he's surrounded by at least 20 guys. That's a unit of 29 or 28. Well, it doesn't matter. So I have to roll a 9 or higher because I get +2. 9. I stopped it.
Don't get profit. Not working. Oh, okay.
Mer. What is the sound of?
These are my moo men.
Moo. Moo. Bring it. So your hero phase is all done then, right? You don't have anything else to do in your hero phase?
Killed the other hero.
I know. I'm not
kind of a
I'm not rubbing it in. Just want to make sure you didn't forget anything. So your summoning works by like calling on the warp, or is it that you're so stinky that they smell your scent and they come and they join the fight?
We're literally just activate like we're just beseeching the gods and the wilds are coming to join us.
So it's from the wilds then,
They just come in.
which is why they're coming from the side. So they smell your stink.
This.
They smell your stink. Just admit it. That's how you do it. When there's enough flies that have congregated in the area, buzz, 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 buzz. That's what we should have as background music for this whole thing. It's just the sounds of flies buzzing. I don't think anybody would make it more than 5 minutes. And so you get to place at the end of the movement phase the whatever you summon. In this case, a chimera. What are you measuring?
Make sure you can't fit back here.
I don't think I can. He's so big. You have to place it wholly within 6 inches of the table edge and more than 9 inches away from enemies.
I don't think I can fit here. I'm just measuring.
Yes. You're allowed to pre-measure. This isn't Gorka Morka.
Let's see.
I just played an entire week of Gorka Morka, and so every time I pre-measure, I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
We're gonna go over here.
Stay 9 inches away from me, bro.
Bro.
What are you doing?
I can't fit.
You can't fit there. He has fly though, so he can pass it. You just got to stay away
No,
from it.
I want to make sure I get that.
And you end up here.
Yes.
Well, if you're anything like Luca in the game that you'll see, he makes all of his 9-inch charges when things get summoned.
Let's throw some rocks. This one.
Is the one bracketed?
I hit.
Oh
It's
no.
the same.
Oh no.
A wound.
It's -2, right?
Yes.
6 up save. Otherwise it's D.
Because you blocked Tendrils of Atrophy again.
I did. Well, it's still 6 up. Like, what are the chances, right? I could re-roll it with the strategy point. No. D6 damage. 3. That's one dead one. So he'll die, and I'll just put on the next guy, like so. And the other guy will hit on a what? Is he still hitting on a 4?
Yes.
he still-
His range got down to like 15 instead of 18.
The damage stays the same now?
Yes.
Oh, golly. Oh! Oh! Oh, it was a 6 for a second! 4! Oh, that kills another one, and puts 2 more wounds on another one. I'll have to put it out the guy in front, because these guys have better weapons.
Okay, we're gonna put our fiery breath on this guy because we're banking on making that 7-inch charge. If I don't make a 7-inch charge,
So Fire Breath hits automatically and does D6 mortal
it's
wounds.
gonna go on the squad.
You don't want to put it on the shaman and try to kill
No,
him?
if I get a 6 level, I'm gonna regret it. Dang it.
Just roll it. 3, okay. See, there's one that was already wounded.
Yeah.
So you actually kill 2. 1, 2. I don't know why I'm choosing. Charging. Now he gets a +2 to his charges.
Yes.
So he needs a 7 to get there. Hey, rolled a 9.
9.
So he has to get 11-inch charge. We'll set his
My
base there.
objective.
No.
Oh,
What? What, you're wondering if you're within half an inch?
yeah.
Yep.
Front squad of Minotaur.
Don't roll double 1.
Ooh, I like the 11.
That's actually a 12. Oh yeah, they would auto make that charge. You want to get stuck in there deep, eh?
Yeah, we're gonna go way over here.
Try to take over.
Actually, you can go
You might win right now. Did you realize that?
Yes.
What did I do? What was I thinking? Okay, basically the way he'll win is if this Chimera kills the Weird Knob Shaman, he'll take control of that objective. If he kills enough here, he'll take that objective. And he's already controlling the other objective. And if you hold out 3 objectives at the end of your turn, you win. Just like that.
The boss man.
6 inches. He doesn't get a +1 to his
No.
charge, does he?
But what he does now get is
Do Minotaurs get anything on the charge? Like do mortal wounds with their horns or anything?
Stop.
What?
We're terrible.
No?
No.
Do they get +1 attacks?
We gained 2 more attacks that hit on 4s and 4s with our horns.
When they charge?
No, we just gained that.
But they're bulls!
They're
They're meant to charge!
Actually, they got severely nerfed from what they were beforehand.
But they should get something on the charge.
Well, there's a relic you can take.
No.
Actually, there's a relic where I put on a helmet with horns on it.
They're literally
when I charge.
They're literally bulls. With upright bulls. They should be going.
If I kill you, I get to eat you. That's what we got.
That's not what bulls do.
Hell, these ones.
+1 to the charge.
No.
6.
But I'll have to reroll. Because he made it in. I got that crappy warlord trait.
Oh yeah. The warlord trait that lets you reroll if you're.
Oh, that's already in.
It's 6 inches in. You have to be 6.5 inches away.
Oh, no, you're not. Sorry.
So reroll. It got better.
Okay.
Well, good game.
No, I have to kill you. You don't know how bad these things are.
No, you don't have to kill me. You have to have more models within 6 inches of the objective.
Oh, I already have that.
Yeah.
I have to kill that guy.
Yeah, exactly. You got to kill the shaman. That shouldn't be hard. So it really comes down to this fight.
Yeah, we're gonna fight with
Nothing else actually matters. If you kill the shaman right now, we can actually call it game because no other in-game effects will matter because we can double check this, but I'm pretty sure that 4th guy's within 6 inches because he's within 6 inches. So I've got 3. So if that 4th guy's somehow not within 6 inches, then we got to work this out, and you got to kill at least 2 of them.
From the center? Oh no, he is.
He is. Okay, so you got that objective. That was my mistake for the positioning that way. And my mistake here, I should have had him like back here within 6 inches. So yeah, you kill the shaman, you win.
Okay,
That should be easy, right, Steve?
He should be dead. He should be dead.
I've got 6 wounds with a 5-up save and no way to ignore them.
I actually should have breathed on him, but
Yeah. Oh, but then if you killed him,
if I killed him,
then
that's 6. I wouldn't have got the objective.
right, because I keep controlling the objective after I leave. So what do you have to roll to hit?
For the avian head, 3s.
That's only 2 hits.
And 4s.
Okay, what's
This one is -3.
And then what damage?
Okay, D3 each.
That's 3 of my
Damage.
6. I'm down to 3 wounds. You
Now,
got this. You
my
got this.
Dragonic head.
Because you got 3 freaking
So everybody
heads.
might be wondering, like, you used to have 2 attacks each per head. Now
Right.
3 each.
They buffed them.
Yeah. 4s. And 4s. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So I still have 3 wounds
lion
left.
head, 4s. Uh-oh. 3s. -1.
And then how much damage?
D6.
Oh, I've got 3 wounds left. So I'm obviously going to use a strategy point to roll this a second time if I don't roll 6. No!
Way! Okay.
Do you have anything else? You have a
Yeah.
tail or something?
My claws.
Okay, the claws can do it. I've got 3 wounds left.
4s.
Oh!
3s.
Oh, it's a no!
No rend.
No rend! 5-up save. Oh! Not even using the strategy point. So my Gorgruntas need to go next because I need to do maximum damage. So this guy's going to pile in like he's closest to that one, so I'm just going to go closer to him. And then this guy's just going to stay where he is. And I'm going to put 2 of these, everything into the 1 unit in the back,
Yep.
and then this one into this unit right here. So I'll do the 2 with the pig iron choppas, 3s to hit. Yeah, no rerolls, no pluses, no nothing. 3s to wound. So 2 wounds, -1 damage. What's the save on a Minotaur normally?
I have a 6-up.
You have a 6-up now?
5-up. I have a 5-up.
Because I was like, you can't roll if you had a 6-up, Steve. Stop confusing me. So you take 1 wound from that. And then the Gore Grunta himself, hitting on... Oh, there should have been one more attack. Sorry. Because that is out of the boss, the Gore Grunta boss. He gets an extra attack, so let's just do one more. 3s and 3s. -1, so you got a 6-up save. Failed it, so you're down to 2 wounds on him. Let's try to kill him, would be nice. So we got 8 attacks from the Gore Gruntas. 4s and 4s. Did you put on the one in the middle?
I have to.
Why?
I can pile it back in.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. I'm like, but 4s to wound. 3 wounds, no rend. So if you fail 2 of these 5-up saves, I'll have killed a guy.
Wait a second. I can still pile in because I charge you if all the models are dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 wounds. So you did lose 1, and another one takes a wound. Another one takes a wound. And resolve the attacks against these 3. Pig Iron Choppa, hitting on 3s, nope. Winning on 3s, nope. And then what about the Gore Grunta? He can do better, right? 4s? Meh. Yeah, well, moo. Sorry, not meh. It should be moo. 5-up saves, 2 of them. You take a wound. Well, you know what? I'm happy with that. Like, of course, I would have been happier with every hit is a wound is a failed save, but, you know. So your Sigmar is going to go. He's going to pile in, stay close to this one, but leave some room for the giant. Oh, did you want to whip the giant?
No.
No? Okay.
Wait, we're hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because we're part of the Brass to Spoilers. We're wounding on 3s.
These are all -1 damage.
Yes,
so
sir.
5-up, rerolling 1s. So 2 wounds. So it finishes him off, and I'll start to hurt my Gore Choppa guys now. And a 2. And then I'll do the brutes next. So, yeah, we'll have him piling over here, and I'll put the... Well, actually, what I can do is I can have him pile in like this, because he stays touching him. And I'll put all 3 of them onto the other Sigmar. I'll do my Boss Claw first, hitting on a 4.
Ouch.
So that auto hits. Well, sorry, my other weapons will now auto hit. Winning on a 2. This one was made in the Caverns of Fulminax. -1, so what do you need?
6-up.
And it's 2 damage, so he's down to 6 wounds. And now my 2 other attacks, my smashes auto hit, they wound on 2s, because they are from the Caverns of Fulminax. These are -2. So you don't get a save, right?
Nope.
D3 damage each. So that's 3 more, so your Sigmar is down to 3 wounds, and then we have the 2 Gore Choppas. 4s to hit, re-rolling everything, because we're duffing him up. He might survive this. I've got a wound on 2s. Oh, it does D3 damage, by the way. Hold on. Do I want to re-roll that with a strategy point? Killing him is not that big a deal. Okay.
What's the rend?
-1, so 6-up. So now I do D3 damage, and he's got 3 left. I have no way to re-roll this. Oh, we got him. Does he do anything when he dies?
No.
Does he fall on me?
No.
Does he blow up?
No.
Does he bleed on me? There's a lot of your guys do stuff when they die. That did actually pull the giant out of 3 inches. I wasn't even thinking about that when I did that, but yeah. So your turn over here.
Back here. All right, my Doom Bowl, starting with the Slaughter Axe. We're hitting on 3s. We're wounding on 3s.
You're not re-rolling 1s because you're part of the big old thing?
Right. And then wounding on 3s. Okay,
so you got 2. What's the rend?
-2.
So 6-up from my 4-up. So those failed. How much damage?
6 damage, 3 each.
Oh. Okay. I'm like, what? 12 damage. So 6 damage so far.
My horns, hitting on 4s.
And they do extra damage on the charge, right?
No.
Why not?
But there's 2 wounds. This one does a mortal wound to you.
In addition?
In addition.
So this is a mortal wound plus I get my 6-up save?
Yes. No, this is no rend. This is 4-up save for the horns. So 3 more wounds. So 9 wounds total.
9 wounds so far from him.
He's done.
Well, obviously I'm going to draw from here, and this guy will be down to 1 wound. My shaman will go next. He gets D3 attacks, 2 attacks. 4s to hit. Yep, we're done.
I think I'm going to go with this bigger squad.
Yeah, the bigger squad. Finish them off.
Start off with my big old axes, hitting on 4s.
Do you have no rerolls?
No. Well, rerolls 1. Wounding on 3s. This is a mortal wound in addition.
In addition.
Yes.
So that kills the 1. And these are -2,
Yes.
1 damage each?
3 each.
Well, they're dead. So this unit is dead. When you kill a unit, what happens?
I feed D3. I heal D3, but I just won.
Yeah, the 1, you get the 1 back.
And then they're gonna pile in. This way, and then he'll have to go this way.
Yeah, so you get closer to him. Staying more than 3 inches, though,
Oh, I
right?
wonder if it's worth going after you.
What's your
Nah,
reach?
it's not. It's only 1 inch. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna make it.
Battle Shock. I did lose 3 brutes. I don't have any command points, so I just got to roll it. They are bravery 6, I believe. I'm going to roll, and if I roll low, I won't look it up. No, I'll look it up. Yep, 2 more just ran. Ugh. Well, you know what?
That's a big deal.
It's also, they did well. They did well.
Okay.
They were 320 points. They did more than that. Technically, we had a battle shock on them too. They lost 2 guys, but their bravery is 6, and then with at least 20 guys brings them up to 8, so they can't fail.
I can fill in this.
But you only got bravery 6 there.
Wait a second.
Well, roll it.
Check. No, I'm good. I think the banner made me safe anyway.
Yeah, you actually didn't have to roll that. You just looked it up. The banner gives you +1 bravery for every enemy unit within 12 inches. So you'd have had a +2. You'd be bravery 8. Okay, Ironjawz, turn 2. Let's see if I can come back from this.
You're fine.
I know. I'm gonna mighty. Again? What do you mean again? Yeah, of course. Then on a 4+, you can make a unit move. So him or I'm gonna choose the Ard Boys. They're wholly within 12 inches, and we're gonna head towards that Chimera.
How did you make that 6-up save?
I don't know, man. I had 2 chances to do it though.
Chimera.
You're Chimera. 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 Why didn't you Chimera. Chimera. The shaman needs a 6. Nope. The other shaman needs a 6. Nope. War Chanter needs a 6. You know, I don't know why I'm rolling, because I'd have to charge. Okay, let's back that up. I wasn't allowed to just move. I was within 12 inches of enemies, so I have to charge.
Oh.
So I'm going to declare a charge. So they move 4 inches closer, so we just remember that. They get a +3 to this, so that's 7 inches. I don't think that would have made it to him, and I could make it to them, but I don't want to. Although he could go 12 inches and then charge. I don't have any command points to reroll charges, so...
Well, he would have to charge that way too, wouldn't he have?
No, I'm not going that way.
No, he would have had to have charged. He couldn't have moved either.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I would declare... No, I'm saying that...
It doesn't matter. You're
Whatever.
Whatever.
So I gotta push them all back.
No, you're moving that way, aren't you?
I can't.
On your move phase.
Oh yeah!
Matthew!
Yeah, that works! Yeah! That would have been dumb. We're still gonna do the rest of my hero phase stuff. My War Chanter is gonna go, Ard Boys! Ard Boys! Hoo ha ha! Hoo ha ha! And then I get to roll a die for each unit within 10 inches of him from that thing. He's not close enough. And I forgot to count himself. This time the extra range doesn't matter either. Oh, +2 mortal wounds to whatever I cast.
Oh.
They are going to try to cast Foot of Gork. I need an 8. Normally I need a 10, but I need 8 because I get +2 for all the lackeys nearby. Okay, that's a 13.
Try to unbind
You
it.
can't unbind
Oh,
it.
yeah, 13.
I rolled a 13. You can roll if you like. Oh, I tricked you because I still have another power to do.
Oh, that's fine. I have more. I have 3 more unbinds.
No, I'm just joking. I'm going to put it on these Minotaurs first off, so it'll do D6 +2 mortal wounds. So 4 mortal wounds. How many did he have left?
He had 3 left.
So it puts 1 wound on him. And then on a 4+, I get to do it again. Okay, let's not do it on him, because he only has 3 wounds left. Let's put it on that group, D6 +2 mortal wounds. 6 mortal. Oh, Steve, I'm sorry. So 4+, I can do it again. Same unit.
Does this keep going?
Yeah, 5 mortal wounds. The weird fist works. On a 4+, I can do it again. Okay, we're done.
Holy crap.
I will, I don't know. Mystic Shield, Arcane Bolt. I could do the green puke. Let's do the green puke. That's a mortal wounds on them. You know what? Let's re-roll it with a strategy point, which happens in Firestorm, not normally to Sigmar. I am not using a command point. So now we've got a 9, probably 10, but you roll and I'll check it if... Okay, 9 definitely does not beat it. I'd have at least a +1 from having at least 10 guys within range. This draws a line 2d6 inches long, so 8 inches long. I'm just gonna go... Everything under the line takes D3 mortal wounds, 1 mortal wound on the Chimera. Does he ignore anything?
No.
It's down to 11 wounds.
Got 30.
So, run and retreat! Sorry if my voice cracked there. So he's running.
Oh, if you fell, you...
I'm not going to be totally dumb. I'm going to stay within 6 inches of it. It ain't your objective yet until you just look at me and do your d6 mortal wounds.
Double charge.
Stay 3 inches away. I'm not charging. I'm just gonna go. Go, Ard boys, go, Ard boys, rah, rah, rah.
I'm going to retreat and run with the brute with one express purpose, and that is to get him within 15 inches. So I'll have 6 units within 15 inches. Although he may have already been within 15 inches, depends on where I charge. But him staying there really isn't going to help that much. Weird Knob Shaman will run 2 inches. Just going to run to here. And they've already moved, remember. If I don't make this charge...
You're still pretty good.
I know I'm still pretty good, but it's an important charge. My Maw Crusher is going to shoot. I'm going to burst his innards, maybe. 2s to hit, 3s to wound. And -1 rend, d6 damage. The d6 will be wasted on him, but gets him out of the way. Now the all-important charge. I'm going to measure this so there's no disputations afterwards. I got a 7-inch charge that I need to make, and I get +3 to it with my drum and my bean Ironjawz, so I need to roll 4 or higher. No rerolls. Oh, I failed the charge! I failed the charge! What? I don't know. Well, my Maw Crusher can get in at least. He's got a 7-inch charge with the +1. So that 7 is not enough to get to the Minotaur on the objective, but it is enough for me to jump right here. Do some mortal wounds to him. Oh, wait. Yeah, and then I'll be within 3 inches of him. So I should actually not be within 3 inches of him, so I could charge again. Now this shouldn't kill him, Steve.
Should.
As I'm rolling 8 dice, each 4+ is a mortal wound, and you ignore mortal wounds on a 4+. So on average, I should do 2 mortal wounds to you. See? Didn't kill him already, and each 4+ you 5. Just 2 mortal wounds. Look at that! 2 mortal wounds, just like I said. Yeah, I made sure to keep him within 6 inches of the objective, though. Hold on, he's down to 1 wound?
Oh. Down to 6 wounds. I must look there.
How much? That's my only charge. Because I'm not charging the War Chanter in, and they retreated, and he ran, and retreated. So I do get my Mighty Wah, though. If I roll a 6 or less, he'll get +1 attack. If I roll a 6, he'll get +2. Okay, I'm not... hold on, I'm going to check my... I have the Prophet of the Wah. I think I only reroll if I fail it. It just says I can reroll. It doesn't say failed. Okay, still a 5. So he gets +1 attack on everything, including the Maw Crusher.
Whew, that's a big deal.
We'll start with this Gore Haka, hitting, and now has 4 attacks instead of 3, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, -1 rend, 2 damage. So you get a 5-up save, so 2 damage so far, so he's down to 4. And then Scrap Tooth, his other hand, will have 5 attacks instead of 4. 3s and 3s. And this is no rend, 1 damage. So it's 3 more wounds, 4 up. Okay, you're good. The Maw Crusher's Mighty Fists, hitting on 2s, and wounding on 3s. These probably will kill you. They're -2, 3 damage each. So you gotta make 2 6-up saves. Nope. Oh. Roll 1 more die, Steve. Just roll it now. No! We got him. He a dice. And nobody else is within 3 inches, so that's the end of round 2.
Does the sun go even higher?
We'll see. 4+, the sun goes higher. No, it gave a chance. It came up behind the Chimera, and then everything failed, and it's like, you know what? It's like, I'm just going back down to sleep. Who's going to go first, though, Steve? So you win ties, so I got to roll 4 higher. Oh, that's going to seal the deal. I got my command point back. Let's see if anybody gets to move for free. He does not. He had to roll a 4. I would have charged and done that. He needs to roll 6. No, he needs to roll 6. Yes. I'm going to check if he's wholly within 12. Yes, he's wholly within, so he's going to declare a charge. He'll make the charge automatically because he gets a +1. He'll charge in. He'll roll 8 dice, each 4+, doing a mortal wound. And I do 4 mortal wounds, killing him, which allows him to immediately declare charge again if there was something in range, which there is not. I am sad. And then a 6 on the Shaman. No, okay. Now we're just going to try to kill the Chimera. There's 2 units for me to roll, so I get +6 inch range and an extra mortal wound. Then he's going to get a +2 and do Foot of Gork, so I need an 8, which I will re-roll at the strategy point. I get 9, so I get 11. So you got to roll 12, which you do not. D6 +1 mortal wounds. So that's 7 mortal wounds. Woo! And on a 4+, I can do it again. Nope.
Okay.
Not as crazy as last time. And then we'll do the green puke. He'll get a +2 as well, so he'll be up to 9, which is enough. You need to roll 10 or higher, which you do not. I will draw a line 8 inches long and do D3 mortal wounds to him, which is 3. He's down to 1 wound. So Warchant is gonna, he's gonna egg on. He's watching him do all the work. So he says, "Screw you, Ard boys. I cheered for you. You couldn't even make a charge."
They're charged with
Yeah.
mortal wounds.
Hey, are you conceding, Steve?
Yeah, it's over.
I'm moving over here.
I don't have.
I didn't wah, by the way, so I could re-roll the charge.
I don't have the attacks to kill this giant blob of guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't get that.
Giant blob of guys. You want to see a giant blob? Bring my
I
gruts.
just want to sacrifice 3 more goats.
You did
Ah,
it!
got
3
it.
every time! Man.
This guy's a fly, but he gets to go home and tell his friends.
How honored they all were. Your brother died to bring a chimera in, who then did nothing. But the sun set. The sun started to rise behind the chimera.
Almost did something.
Almost did something.
Dang!
Oh, that was brutal. You had a chance.
I had
It was
it.
so close.
I had it.
You
rolled a
had it.
6-up save.
I made a 6-up
For
save.
D6 damage weapon.
Yeah, and I had 3 wounds left. Oh, but you still had the other attacks, and they still all failed. Yeah, that shaman not dying basically did it, because you did enough damage to take over the other objective, and you would have won right there and then. And it was a huge tactical error on my end to not have put my shaman right here, 6 inches, within 6 inches of the objective, but so far away from the edge that summoning guys just couldn't charge. Now, he did have an 11-inch charge, but yeah, this, I don't know, I don't think he would have made it if I was way back there. Because, I don't know, you could have started further up too, so maybe you still would have reached him. You rolled pretty high, but it still was a tactical error on my end. These guys freaking needed to roll 4 or higher for their charge.
That was glorious.
But they still sat back. They actually did something. They fed.
There's 60 wounds in there. They're 4 save, right? Like, nobody wants to deal with that.
And there's a bunch of shields too to ignore wounds and 6s.
Yeah, I don't want to do that at all.
Well, so you'd rather them be 3 units of 10?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But you're still dealing with 60 wounds.
Yeah, but they're more likely to run away. It's worth popping off a couple of balls at a time.
I see. Yeah.
Popping off a couple balls at a time is a waste.
Yeah.
Other than slow.
I killed them with my...
Yeah.
I was literally feeding on their brains to cast my awesome magic powers. So that's the game. So let's do our post-game stuff and figure out what happens next. Just want to point out that I had a secret objective that said, Glorious Underdog. Win a battle against a player whose army had more muster points than your army.
I did. I had 100 more points.
You had more muster points. 1 more muster point. So that's 3 glory points. In addition to the bonus glory point for taking over the Titanworks and the glory point for winning. So that's 5 glory points. So we had fought in the Titanworks, and the destruction won. Ironjawz won, kicked him out, and I gained 4 build points. I rolled a D3, and I rolled the 3. I could have actually re-rolled it because I won the game, and Steve only rolled 1, unfortunately. And I got a bonus +1 from one of the cards that I drew. So I had 4 build points, so I built a garrison in the Titanworks, and then I also added a new card, a fortified village or walled, whatever. It's a camp, a fortified camp. And it gives me +2 muster points if I draw it, but more importantly, it can be upgraded to a walled settlement, which is worth glory points. So I now control this. That gave me 5 glory points, because 1 for the victory, 1 for taking the Titanworks, because it's a special one, and then 3 extra glory for getting my secret objective. And I drew a new secret objective as well, which you'll find out maybe later on. So that is our game for today. You can go and check out what happens with Luca and Kenny's game and the Infinity Gears. Order versus Death, the ultimate show-off, right? Or showdown, not show-off. Showdown, Order versus Death, because they hate each other right now. 2nd edition. 1st edition would be Order versus Chaos. 2nd edition is Order versus Death. So go check that out at the link below in the MiniWarGaming Vault. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.